All right, so welcome to Anti-Aging with Essential Oils. So today we're going to be talking about how to use essential oils to help not just reduce the signs of aging. So many of us may know about using oils on our skin or in our beauty routine, but we're going to actually be diving deeper today. We're going to be talking about how to use essential oils internally or to get more internal benefits in the body to actually not stop or prevent aging entirely, but reduce that the progress of aging. Okay, so we're going to get a little detailed about some of the ingredients and components in essential oils and what they do and why and how you're going to want to integrate those into your life if you're not already. Okay, so this is more about an everyday use of essential oils than it is about an occasional, right? So some of us might use oils when we get a burn, or we might use oils when we have sniffles, or when we have something going on with our belly. But this is going to be more about using them proactively and consistently. All right, so let's dive into anti-aging with essential oils. So first, let's get on the same page about what causes aging. And I'm not going to go through every cause of aging because there are many different causes of aging. A lot of it is lifestyle related, right? We know things like smoking and alcohol consumption and things of that nature in excess can cause aging. But we're going to cover some of the biggies and some of the ones that I'm going to really tie together for you in terms of how essential oils can make a difference. All right, so the first one is oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is what happens in the body as a result of free radical damage. Free radicals, we're exposed to free radicals in our environment every day. We can have them from the ozone layer. We can also have free radical damage from things like smoking, alcohol. We can also have free radical damage from chemicals that are in our cleaning products, in our personal care products. We can have free radical damage from foods that are full of preservatives and chemicals. All right. Free radicals damage your cells and they damage your DNA. And that's how they lead to premature aging. Okay. The other thing I want to touch on today is advanced glycation end products. The acronym for that is AGE, which spells the word age. But advanced glycation end products are basically proteins, predominantly in food, that get glycated. All right. And so I won't go through the whole chemistry of what that means. You probably don't really care what that means, but just know advanced glycation end products will also lead to aging. And an example of something that's got those advanced glycation end products is things like charred meats. So if you grill or barbecue and you have that black stuff that some people love, that's an advanced glycation end product, right? The more of that you eat, the more that's going to actually contribute to aging. Meats in general, when they're cooked, will produce AGEs. The higher the temperature and the longer they're cooked, the more AGEs will be present in that meat, okay? But that's just another example of what causes aging in our bodies. And the last thing we'll touch on is inflammation. And inflammation can have many different causes. It can be the root from that could be, diet, it could be stress. It can be a lot of different things that are causing inflammation in the body, products that you're exposed to, chemicals that you're exposed to, but inflammation is the root of all disease. So we know that if we can prevent or eliminate inflammation in the body, we can slow down the aging process. Okay, so those are a few of the biggies that we're going to touch on today, and I'm going to share how essential oils can help with all of those. All right, so here's a little article, and these links I'll make available to you if you're interested in actually reading the full research article. This one talks about how modern scientific research has unveiled a variety of biological and pharmacological activities for essential oils. One of the most appealing biological properties of essential oils is their antioxidant potential, which has been supported by a plethora of scientific research. And if you go to this actual article, it gives you all of that. Oh, I thought I brought it with me. All of that scientific research, all right? Tons and tons and tons of studies. So the key word here is antioxidant, right? And I just want to get our faces on the bottom so that, all right. And actually, yeah, that's okay. We'll leave it there. All right, so antioxidant, when we talk about, if we go back to oxidative stress caused by free radicals, what we need to mitigate that, to stop that damage to cells and DNA, are antioxidants, right? antioxidants stop free radicals from causing damage. So they are hugely important if we're exposed to oxidative stress, which all of us are, right? Even if you lived in the most pure environment, actual emotional stress can cause free radical damage, all right? So we are kind of exposed to free radicals everywhere we turn. So antioxidants are really key, and antioxidants are one of the benefits of essential oils. All right, essential oils contain natural compounds that have been studied for anti-aging benefits. So this is where we're going to get into just a little, not too much, not overwhelming, but we're going to get into a little bit of the chemical nature of essential oils. Now, this isn't something that, you know, as a new oils user, I dove right into. But for me, as I graduated in my use and understanding of oils and what they could do, I had more and more of a desire to understand how they were doing it. Right? What is in that bottle that's doing this? So this is where I'm going to break this down for you a little bit. All right, terpenes, these are one of those natural chemical compounds that are in essential oils, and it's actually the most common or the most prevalent are terpenes. These are things that you may have heard of called limonene, pinene, camphene, caryophyllene, and myrcene. Okay, and then there are subcategories of terpenes, which are things like monoterpenes and sesquiterpenes. Don't worry, you don't have to say these words. You don't have to even know these words or remember any of this detail, but I hope it's going to give you just a deeper understanding of what's so amazing about essential oils. All right, your monoterpenes are things like L-limonene, D-limonene, alpha-pinene. Okay, and we're going to break them down a little bit more, so don't worry. Sesquiterpenes, sidrine, I don't even know if this one I'm going to say right, zingiberine, himalcholine, and caryophyllene. Right, those are sesquiterpenes. And then phenols are things like eugenol, thymol, and carbachol, right? Carbachol. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about terpenes. I'm going to tell you what they do, and I'm going to tell you which oils have terpenes in them. All right, so that you can make sure, oh, okay, I am using some of those oils, or maybe those are oils I want to get because I want the benefits of terpenes. Okay, so terpenes are, again, that main constituent in essential oils. They have very wide-ranging effects, including reducing inflammation. So remember when we talked about their causes of aging, right? Inflammation is there, and inflammation is the root of all disease. So if you can use something and get benefit from something that's actually going to help reduce inflammation, that's huge, okay? And those of us who've used oils know this because we use them for a lot of that, you know, all the time, right? Whether it's, you know, just that shoulder or, you know, tightness going on, or if it's something else in the joints that we want support for, we know that essential oils can help with that. They also, the terpenes also can help with relieving pain and aiding with sleep. So limonene, which is one of the terpenes, which is also antiviral, is found in 90% of your citrus oils. Okay, so that's like your orange, your lemon, your grapefruit. Those are going to have high levels of limonene. Pinene, which is antiseptic, is found in pine oil, right? So just to give you a couple of examples. But again, terpenes are the most prevalent in all essential oils, right? So all essential oils will have some terpenes, but these are a couple of the big ones. So now we're going to break to the subclasses of terpenes. So monoterpenes. These are responsible for a number of things that essential oils do, including being anti-inflammatory, again, antiseptic, antiviral, antibacterial, and analgesic. All right, so again, in terms of aging, these are all things, you know, antiviral. So, you know, having just succumbing to a virus takes a toll on your body. And the more that your immune system is weakened and threatened and unable to combat these things, the more that's going to contribute to your aging, okay? Antibacterial, so, you know, these are all, bacteria are things that actually, you know, can take a toll on our body also. So anything that we can use that can help, antiseptic as well. So your monoterpenes are going to help with all of those types of issues, okay? Oils that are high in monoterpenes. Again, your citrus oils, pine, oregano, thyme, lavender, ylang ylang, juniper, cardamom, frankincense, and geranium. And this is just some of them. This is not all of them, all right? But just to give you an idea of the oils that are high in monoterpenes. The other reason that I'm sharing these words with you, you know, terpenes and monoterpenes, is because if you go and you want to do research on the actual clinical benefits of essential oils, you'll often find more of that detail in research studies if you look for these words. All right, so if you, for instance, wanted to look for, the brain impact of how essential oils can help the brain, I'd recommend you look up sesquiterpenes for brain injury or sesquiterpenes for brain healing. All right, so this is where learning these key words, these key constituents in oils, can get you a lot more data and detail and specifics about how they work and what they do. All right, so monoterpenes, one of those subclasses. So I just want to share, this is an article from the Journal of Nutrition. I don't have my glasses on, of course. And actually, I think I have it in a bigger, let me see if I can share that with you. Let me start another share. No, that's the same one. Okay, hold on. Bear with me 1 second, because I want you to just be able to read. Maybe not. Okay. Sorry, guys. We don't want that. These are articles that I'm happy to share with you, and I'm happy to give you the links to as well, as soon as I can find my original. All right, we're just going to do this. Okay, so this was in the Journal of Nutrition, and it talks about what monoterpenes actually do. And this article is specifically related to cancer and talks about how monoterpenes are anti-tumoral, right? So cancer and cell damage and DNA changes to our DNA are one of the things that contribute to aging, right? So if we can actually use something that helps with that, doing that anti-tumoral activity that we want, then that's going to help slow down aging as well. All right, so this was a great article. I think maybe the next page I have different, yeah, okay, I did put it in here. So these are non-nutritive dietary components found in essential oils of citrus fruits and other plants. A number of these dietary monoterpenes have anti-tumoral activity. D-limonene, which comprises 90% of orange peel, has chemopreventative activity against rodent mammary, skin, liver, lung, and 4 stomach cancers. Similarly, other dietary monoterpenes have chemopreventative activity against rat mammary, lung, and 4 stomach cancers when fed during the initial phase. All right, so this is why I'm saying if you just know these keywords of the ingredients that are in essential oils, these chemical compounds, you can find a lot of detail for specific health issues, okay? And then also in the monoterpenes, another benefit of them is the inhibition of that protein glycation. So what I talked about with those advanced glycation end products, right? So monoterpenes are going to help prevent that protein from being glycated, right? So oils, it's specifically, this study was on juniper oil. And again, the link is here, and I'm happy to share that with you with the full article of how juniper, the study showed, help to prevent that glycation of protein. So here it says oxidative stress and protein glycation play a pivotal role. This was related to diabetes specifically, and the vascular complications that come with diabetes. So the study was going to try to investigate if juniper oil could help in that anti-glycation effect. And so the whole study is there, and the conclusion was yes, that juniper oil actually could be helpful in the prevention and treatment of diabetic complications, okay? So that's your monoterpenes. Sesquiterpenes are another subclass or subcategory. Stay with me. You don't have to memorize these, but I just want you to know and have this kind of knowledge within you, all right? The therapeutic properties of sesquiterpenes include analgesic, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, cooling, and sedative. And the oils that are high in sesquiterpenes, we talk about these sometimes, and I know that word can sometimes just, what is it, sesqui what? But these are things like cedarwood, sandalwood, myrrh, patchouli, vetiver, frankincense, geranium, and German chamomile. Right? These are high in sesquiterpenes. And sesquiterpenes, lavender is also one of them, help your body produce 3 of the body's most powerful antioxidants: glutathione, catalase, and superoxide dismutase. So when we talk about oxidative stress and those free radicals, one of the best things that our body can produce to get rid of those free radicals and to get rid of that oxidative stress is superoxide dismutase. If you saw my class on Ningxia Red, I talked about superoxide dismutase in there because Ningxia has super high antioxidants that help us to produce that superoxide dismutase. All right, so Ningxia is also an amazing anti-aging product. We're not talking about oils today. We're not talking about supplements today. So I won't be sharing a whole lot about that, but if you saw that class, I shared more about superoxide dismutase. Okay, so lavender essential oil, really helpful. Glutathione is also really important for helping your body detox, helping your body release toxins, which obviously cause oxidative stress, inflammation, and aging. All right, so anything that helps the body reduce oxidation, that oxidative stress, and helps to release toxins is going to help slow down the aging process. All right, and then we have phenols. Okay, so phenols are another class of chemical compound that are in essential oils. And these are antioxidant, again, right? Really big stuff that we can use these oils and have these oils that are antioxidants. But it's also antibacterial, antiseptic, and stimulating, all right? So stimulating can be for many different things: stimulating the immune system, stimulating brain activity, stimulating our senses, stimulating alertness, right? But these are also hot oils, right? So your phenols, these are the ones that they'll often say, be careful around small pets, be careful around cats. Not that they're necessarily harmful, but cats are not able to metabolize phenols. So you don't want to be diffusing, your phenols in a room where a cat can't get out. All right, so phenols, they're also the hot oils, so they also might cause skin sensitivity. These are things that you probably want to use a carrier oil at least the first time you use one of these, just to make sure it doesn't cause any skin irritation. And your oils that are high in phenols will probably make sense to you are clove, cinnamon, basil, oregano, and thyme. Okay, and there are others, but those are kind of the biggies. So the active component of cloves, which is eugenol, that's one of the phenols. It's been shown to prevent toxicity from environmental pollutants. It's been shown to protect against digestive tract cancer and joint inflammation. That's eugenol. If you just search on eugenol or the health benefits of eugenol, you will see tons of information. And again, this is one of those things where if you just know that word, then, in other places you might hear, oh, it contains eugenol, and you'll know, oh my gosh, I know what it does. Or I know how awesome that oil is because it's high in eugenol. So it's also beneficial for reducing joint inflammation. The eugenol and beta-caryophyllene in cloves combine to make them an anesthetic as well as an antibacterial. And then thyme oil. So thyme oil is one of the strongest antioxidants known. It's been used as a medicinal herb since ancient times. Thyme supports the immune system, the respiratory system, the digestive system, the nervous system, and other body systems. Okay, so nervous system is really important here too. The central nervous system, that's your information superhighway. That's how communication happens in your body. That's how things get done. So that's really important to aging. We see a lot of people with dementia, Alzheimer's, conditions, in that neurodegenerative tract. And so if something's going to support the health of the nervous system, that's huge. Okay. It's also one of the best essential oils for hormones because it balances hormone levels. So a lot of people don't know all the details, and this class won't cover it. But when we have decline in hormones, in certain hormones, that actually accelerates our aging, right? So for women, especially as we age, we initially have a decline in our estrogen, and then ultimately we have a decline in our progesterone. And that literally leads us to be more prone to certain illnesses, to certain cancers, to certain degenerative diseases. So if we can keep balance in our hormones, then we're also going to be slowing down the aging process. Okay. Thymol, which is the component in thyme, or thymol, which is the component in thyme oil, also kills fungi. All right. So in your body right now, in your digestive system, we always have good bacteria, we have bad bacteria, and we have yeast, right? Yeast is a fungi. If we have an imbalance in our microbiome, where we end up with more yeast than good bacteria, we will end up with all sorts of health issues. All right, it'll start out for most people as digestive issues, but that yeast can become systemic. We can end up with a condition called candidiasis or candida, and that can lead to premature aging without a doubt. All right, so having that antifungal property might not connect with you to say, oh, antifungal is important for anti-aging, but hopefully that helps you to make sense of it. All right, we have to have a healthy gut in order to be digesting, in order to be absorbing our nutrients. Otherwise, our brain and our body will be starved. You could be eating 3 meals a day, you could even be putting on weight, but if your digestive system is a mess because you have an overgrowth of yeast, you're not going to be absorbing nutrients. And you literally can have malabsorption. You literally can have malnutrition in a body that looks well fed. All right, so that ability of it to kill fungi is really important. And I just noticed a typo, ASLO instead of also. Sorry about that. All right, so thyme oil, really powerful. Clove oil, thyme oil, really powerful phenols. So, and there are others. Again, you can just search phenols. Make sure you're searching reputable sources. So you can go to PubMed. Some of the links that I've shared are for some other reputable research agencies, and actually read the research, right? Like, I know we don't all geek out about reading research, but read. If you have a health issue or someone you love has a health issue and you want to see if essential oils can help, then you're going to need to do the legwork. You're going to need to do the research, not the actual research study, but just reading the results. And it's worth it. It's like super exciting. Okay. So I've talked to you a little bit about how essential oils help with oxidative stress, with advanced glycation end products, with inflammation. We all know that they also help with stress. So I didn't share that in here, but I hope you know how beneficial essential oils can be for stress, which creates that oxidative stress and which creates inflammation in the body. So if you're not using your essential oils for stress, that's a great place to start. And we'll talk a little bit about that. But there are many different ways that you can use oils for anti-aging, all right? The first thing is to actually use them, right? And not just for that occasional need, right? So we all have oils maybe, or maybe you don't have oils yet, but there are oils that I only use when I need them for certain things, right? But there should be oils that you're using in your daily routine, all right? For longevity, for preventative health, for supporting that oxidative stress, the AGEs, and inflammation in your body. All right, so integrate them into your daily routine. That means you can diffuse them every day. We actually will absorb oils that we diffuse. We can apply them topically or we can ingest them. Just know quality matters. All right, so there are many oils that you're not going to want to apply topically or ingest. They might be full of solvents. They might be full of artificial fragrance, extenders, chemical extenders, and other ingredients. So make sure you're using pure oils. If you want to get a healing or a health benefit, you need to be using pure essential oils, right? And I'd recommend that you reach out to the person who shared this class with you or invited you to this class, because they can point you in the right direction for where or how to get those pure oils. Okay, there are only certain oils that can be ingested, so be careful with that. Again, make sure you're getting them from the right company. you're getting a pure product. And make sure you get training and education on how to use them safely. Okay, there are some safety concerns to be aware of for yourself, for children, for your pets, but used properly, they are absolutely safe and effective. Okay. The other way that you can get essential oils into your daily routine is to use supplements that include high quality essential oils, right? For me, that's one of the easiest ways, right? Because I don't always remember, right, to take those oils out and do what I need to do with them. But if I have a supplement that's part of my daily routine that has essential oils in it, that can make it really easy for me. And I know that those are safe to ingest because they're in that supplement. Okay, so again, reach out to the person who invited you to this class to find out more about how to get the right oils and the right supplements to get those essential oils into your daily routine. Okay, and I just want to end by saying that nothing that I shared today was meant to diagnose or treat or prescribe the use of any essential oils or products made with essential oils. And of course, if you have any health condition related to aging, you should always seek the advice of your medical professional or practitioner. All right. And I think we might actually have time for questions. So let me go ahead and turn off the recording.